Okay, so it's that time when we do a sit down video once again. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me Mehak and I hope you guys are doing extremely well. I know it's been a while since I did a sit down video, and you must have guessed it from the title already that this is gonna be a Q&A video. I actually have done one Q&A video before this on my channel, so I will leave a card to it up over here. You can watch that video before or after watching this video. For this video I have tried picking up different set of questions not to repeat from that video at all. I have shortlisted few questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram story a couple of days back, and I have them noted over here. And without further delay, let's get into the video. So to start off with, the first question we have is what's your age and which city were you born in? So I am 26 years old. I was born in 1998 and I was born in Mumbai. I have stayed in Mumbai for my entire life minus the last 2 years. So yeah, holistically a Mumbai girl. Next we have, what was your undergrad in and from which college? So my undergrad was Bachelor's in Management Studies, which is BMS, and my specialization was marketing, after which I completed my MCom and then came to US for my master's. And to answer which college, I was in UPG, which is Usha Praveen Gandhi, which is in Mumbai as well. So if you are anybody watching from Mumbai, then you definitely know about it. Next question, what's your favorite food? I would say, like, I don't have one favorite food, honestly. I'm a big time foodie. I love eating anything and everything as far as it's vegetarian, but lately I have been craving to eat only home cooked food. Like ghar ka khana has been my comfort food lately, and especially like after moving to US, I even realized the value of it more. But to nail down to like one favorite food item I can eat literally at any time of the day, then that would be pav bhaji. Like, I love pav bhaji, and that really shows that I'm a true Mumbaiker. Next question, what's your first paycheck amount? Honestly, my first paycheck was 0 rupees because I started off with an internship back during my undergrad, and that internship was unpaid. Actually, I did 3 internships, out of which one was NGO, other one was in marketing, and then the last one was in a startup. Apparently the startup one was the only one which was paid. That was around 5,000 rupees a month if I'm not wrong, but this was back in 2018. Next we have, how many and what languages do you speak? So I speak Gujarati, which is my mother tongue. After that I also speak Hindi, of course. I do understand Marathi and I can speak a little bit of Marathi, not very fluently, but I can speak, read and understand English for sure. And fifth, I did learn a little bit of French as well. Again, I'm not like completely fluent with French. I can understand, I can read and interpret it. But yeah, I know like 5 languages for now. Question, where do you work as and where? To answer this, I work as a marketing specialist. I work in a biotech company which is in Boston. I just started working here a couple of months back, but before this also pretty much all of my roles have always been marketing focused. I was working in a software development company before this, and before that I was getting my master's degree from US. So that's kind of my journey and roadmap. This is literally the most asked question, and it is, when are you getting married? Like, I don't have an answer to this. I don't know when am I getting married genuinely. If there are any plans, then you'll of course get to know about it. Of course, marriage is not something that's going to happen like overnight or in just like one day. So You got to keep waiting to have a specific answer to this question. Do you like Boston? Best part about this city? I would say like yes, I really like Boston. Actually, when we initially moved here, I was not a big fan of this city because of the fact how cold this place gets during winter. So I always had like conflicting thoughts about that. But now once I started exploring this city, going around here, it's really nice, and everyone over here are like so well educated. The people are so nice. There are so many places to hang out, and the best part about staying here, I feel, is first the number and the type of cuisines that you get to try is so amazing. Things are definitely more accessible. You can literally reach to beautiful beaches, mountains, everything in like 2 hours, which I feel is the best part. It is so convenient to travel from anywhere and everywhere from here. So like when you start staying at a particular place, you naturally start liking it. So maybe it is both ways. Your thoughts on long distance relationship? How did you manage your long distance relationship? Honestly, I'm no guru with a long distance relationship. I struggle the same way. There were definitely days when you struggle when it's long distance relationship, and of course when you have stayed so close to your partner all this while and then suddenly you are like 2 cities or 2 countries apart. It's a difficult phase, but I would say something that helped me during our long distance relationship was communicating, clear expectation, you also making those extra efforts in relationship which you wouldn't be doing when you guys meet frequently. But long distance relationship, they would ask for these extra efforts as well. Just take this as a phase of your relationship and believe in the fact that it is gonna end sometime. I mean, the long distance is going to end sometime, and just think about that. And yeah, next, how do you manage to be this positive? This is a lie. Let me tell you, I'm not always positive. Nobody can be. We all have our down days, and it is completely fine to have those days, because what's the point of having a good or a successful day when you don't have down days? The only way to value happy and successful days more is to have a down day. Like, we all need our down days, and even I have days like when I don't feel like doing anything literally at all. I'm sad, I'm low, and I'm not positive at each and every time. But yeah, I do make a conscious effort of being positive, and through various ways. Like, that could be like praying every day in the morning, meditating, journaling is a big part of my routine. So all these are like small efforts of being positive. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you have enjoyed watching this video, you know what to do from here. Like, share and subscribe if you are new to my channel, or if you haven't already, because that always means a lot, and that also means helping me make more such videos. Thank you so much for watching this video if you have watched till here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.